Good morning, children. Sairam. Children, today in history we shall revise lesson number 8, tourism and history. Children, today here we'll be discussing the questions that had already appeared in the board examination. First one, choose the correct option from the given options and complete the sentence. The first one, Billar is known as the village of dash, plants, mangoes, books, forts. So children, here you have to choose from the given options. Billar is known as the village of books. So here children, you are expected to write the answer in full statement. Okay. So Billar is known as the village of books. Underline the answer. Option is C. So you have to write C option and then beside that write the answer, that is books, and underline the statement. Okay. Underline the answer and write the complete statement. The next one. Identify the wrong pair in the following and rewrite. Garapuri, Elephanta, Cave, Pandharpur, Pilgrim Center, Sagareshwar, Dam, Panchagani, Hill Station. So here children, you have to just identify the wrong pair. So the wrong pair here is children Sagareshwar Dam, because Sagareshwar is a sanctuary. But remember children, you have to just identify the wrong pair. Okay. Now next one, complete the concept map or your types of tourisms. Okay. So types of tourism, you can write any. Okay. Here I have written as per my choice. You can write as per your choice. So local tourism, sports tourism, historical tourism, geographical tourism. Okay. These are different types of tourism. So you can write any four of your choice. Okay. And you have to draw with pencil or pen, but write with pen only. Remember. Okay. So children, apart from these tourisms, we have many other. Yes. Local tourism, interstate tourism, international tourism, religious tourism, historical tourism, health tourism, science tourism, agro tourism, sports tourism, tourism based on special events, etc. Apart from that, we have leisure and relaxation tourism, which is also known as wellness tourism, cultural tourism, group tourism. So if you write children any, you can write any. Okay. So it depends on you, right? So this has already appeared in the examination. So types of tourism. Now write short note on agro-tourism. Now children, this also has appeared in the board. Now this is a question which carries 2 marks. So 2 points are expected. So agro-tourism, which is also known as agri-tourism, is rapidly developing, specially meant for the urban population because they have very little exposure to rural life and agriculture. So agro-tourism is also known as agri-tourism and it is developing very rapidly and it is specially meant for urban population because they have very less exposure to rural life and agriculture. So now the Indian farmers, they are visiting faraway places like agricultural research centers, agricultural universities and countries like Israel where experimentation in advanced technology of agriculture is carried out. So children, here if you write these 2 points, you will get 2 marks. So that is about short note. Now next one, explain the following statements with reason. Now children, here the first one is the number of people traveling back and forth from India has increased considerably. Here also children, it's a 2 mark question. Any 2 points you can write. Okay. Let us see. Nowadays, it has become easier to travel because of easy availability of number of options of railway, marine, air and transport. Marine transport has linked the coastal regions. There is a trans-European railway route. Aviation has brought the entire world closer, that is the air transport. Then, because of economic liberalization policy of Indian government, number of people traveling back and forth from India has increased considerably. So here I have written 4 points, but you can write any 2 points. Okay. So let us revise once again. Nowadays, it has become very easier to travel because of easy availability of number of options. We have number of options now: railway, marine, air transport. In marine transport, it has linked the coastal regions also, and there is a trans-European railway route. Aviation, that is air transport, it has brought the entire world closer. And then because of the economic liberalization policy of government, number of people traveling back and forth from India has increased considerably. So these are the reasons. Okay, so you can write any two of your choice. Okay, now next one, answer in detail. Children, this is a 3 marks question. Okay, first one, describe any 3 types of tourism. Now children, if possible, give the introduction. Tourism can be defined as traveling to visit places in distant regions for a specific purpose. So children, people, they travel for different purposes. It could be for relaxation, for sightseeing, meeting, conferences. Okay, so there are different purposes, specific purpose for visiting any place. So tourism can be defined as traveling to visit places in distant regions for a specific purpose. First one, now let us discuss about types of tourism. Local and interstate tourism. Children, this kind of tourism is not very exciting or overwhelming because it is within one's own country and it does not cause any difficulties of language, then procuring currency and documents. And we can plan it at any suitable time, okay, the time which is suitable to us. So in local and interstate tourism, we don't have any difficulty of language or getting any documents or exchanging the currencies and all. And we can plan it at any time which is suitable to us. So that is about local and interstate tourism. Now next one, geographic tourism. Now this type of tourism involves visiting places to observe special geographic features of a region. So many tourists, they visit such places to satisfy their curiosity. Now it includes sanctuaries, like it could be natural sanctuaries, animal sanctuaries, then Valley of Flowers, that is Uttarakhand. Then people, they visit Goa, okay, for beaches. Then there are unique geographic wonders. There are naturally carved out cavities in rocks at Nigoj in Maharashtra. Then Crater Lake at Lonar. So there are people, they wanted to satisfy their curiosity. So this type of tourism, here the people, they visit, the tourists, they visit to observe the specific geographic features of that region and they want to satisfy their curiosity. So such places include sanctuaries, then beaches, then for example, then geographic wonders, Crater Lake at Lonar. Then there are some naturally carved out cavities in rocks, that is at Nigoj in Maharashtra. Okay, so that is about geographic tourism. Now health tourism. Now, people from Western countries, they find health services and facilities in India comparatively cheaper and yet of good standard. So many foreigners, they prefer to come to India to avail the medical facilities and health services. So people from Western countries, they are finding the health services and facilities in India cheaper and then even of good standard. So they come to India to avail the medical facilities and health services. And India is a tropical country. It has ample sunlight throughout the year. So tourists are attracted. Okay, this attract tourists from countries with cold climate to India. And then we have facilities for yoga training, therapies based on Ayurveda. It's one more reason to visit India. That is, the foreigners, they visit our country because we have good facilities, health facilities, medical facilities, and there are facilities for yoga training, therapies based on Ayurveda. This is one more reason which attract the tourists to India. So that is about health tourism. Now, so we had discussed about 3 types of tourism. The next question. Tourism can generate career and employment opportunities. Give your opinion. Now children, this is an open-ended question. Okay, the answer is given in your textbook, but you can use your own points also. Okay, you will be given marks for that. Now, first point, tourism and hospitality is an industry with potential to create maximum employment opportunities. If managed professionally, it is a very stable industry. So it's a stable industry if we manage it properly. So it's a industry with potential to create maximum employment opportunities. It has tremendous scope for experimentation and innovation. Good number of opportunities of employment are available in tourism and hospitality industry. The country, which is a tourist destination, it begins to receive revenue even before a tourist arrives at airport of that country. For example, now children, he has to pay for his visa, he spent for his travel, then for hotels, that is accommodation, food, then payment to translators and guides, buying newspapers, reference books, souvenirs, etc. So this contributes to the growth of economy of that country. So it creates employment opportunities. So the country which is a tourist destination, it starts getting its revenue even before the tourist arrives at the airport. Now how it is possible? Because the tourist, he has to pay for his visa, arrange for his accommodation, pay for food, pay to translators, guides, require reference books, then souvenirs, etc. So this contributes to the growth of economy of that country. Then markets in the vicinity grow along with the development of a tourist center. People like to purchase some handicrafts and also local handicrafts, and the cottage industries, they also begin to develop. Demand for locally processed food items and ethnic handicrafts increases. It results in better income for local artisans, business people and wage earners. So children, the tourists, when they come to any country, they visit any country, so the demand increases and the markets which are nearby a tourist center, so even there are the tourists, they are attracted towards these ethnic handicrafts, so they purchase all these things. So because of that, the local artisans, then all these wage earners, they get good income. So definitely tourism, it creates it creates employment opportunities for many. So let us revise this answer once again. Okay, now tourism can generate career and employment opportunities. Okay, let us discuss once again. Tourism and hospitality is an industry with potential to create maximum employment opportunities, and if it is managed professionally, it is a very stable industry. It has tremendous scope for experimentation and innovation. Then there are good number of employment opportunities available. For example, the country which is a tourist destination, it gets revenue even before the tourist arrives at the airport. Now how it is possible, children? Because the tourist, he has to pay for his visa, then for accommodation, then payment to translators, guides. Okay, so this increase the economic growth of your country. Markets in the vicinity develop, local handicrafts and cottage industries, they also begin to develop, and demand for locally processed and food items, ethnic handicrafts, they also increase. So therefore it results in better income of local artisans, business people and wage earners. Okay, so I hope children this revision is very helpful for you. So these were all the questions that were asked in the board examination from this lesson. So remember, you have to write all your answers in points. Okay, so I hope it is helpful for you. Yes children, so thank you my dear students. Take care of yourself. Sai Ram.